Welcome to this Celtic Halloween special. Today we're diving into the ancient traditions of All Hallows Eve and crafting a modern twist on a classic symbol, the jack-o'-lantern. So after this little sneak peek, I just want to introduce this amazing 3-day collab today. This collab is organised by the amazing, incredible host Donna from It's Art by Donna. She's put countless hours into bringing this spooky celebration to life, and I'm so grateful to be part of such a talented community and to share this Halloween magic with you all. We've got some amazing artists and friends up today. Just before me was Anita from I'm a Dutch Kiwi. She always amazes me with what she comes up with. And she's such a wonderful person, has become a really lovely friend. And up after me is the amazing Angela from Angela Bliss Art. She is also a wonderful person and friend. So let's go on this journey together today as we explore the spooky side of Celtic traditions together. And remember, Halloween is about celebrating life, honouring our ancestors and having a little fun. So let's embrace the magic and the mystery of this ancient holiday. Happy Halloween! Did you see the lineup we've got today? If you haven't already seen the other videos in this collab over this 3-day event, I've got the playlist for all 3 days in the description below and in the comments section, so please do check them out. So let's get to it. I decided to paint a pumpkin today. I was looking around me and just thinking Halloween was everywhere, and I wanted to find out where it came from. I've never really looked into it before, and as I was doing so I noticed some bats circling around the house. I noticed black cats, and I thought, isn't it interesting when you're focusing on something, all the ideas and opportunities come into your vision? So I had to take some pictures, and our local stores were packed full of jack-o'-lanterns and monsters and witches, and it just shows how much Halloween's become a part of our tradition. And I was thinking, I'm sure this comes from America, and then I started to look into it and realised that actually it came from the ancient Celts. So what I'm going to do is weave in a bit of history as I show you how I'm pouring this paint on my pumpkin. So this is Wells Cathedral that I went to recently with a very dear friend of mine, and we went to have a look at all the spooky haunted parts of Wells in Somerset, UK. So look how I'm pouring this satisfying orange paint onto my little jack-o'-lantern, onto my pumpkin. So before we dive into the spookiness of Wells, which is my spooky place today, I just want to show you the colours here. So I've got some beautiful fluorescent orange, and then on top of that I've got iridescent orange by Pebeo. Both of them are by Pebeo, and they formed the most beautiful colour. And don't forget that paint also dries a bit darker, so I used that, and then I started to use copper as a base for the rest of it because I wanted to have a bit of a darker colour. Can you see the pumpkin behind and how pumpkins are slightly darker? So having a look at it and using that as inspiration. I always use nature as my inspiration, and I was thinking I don't really want to paint my pumpkin because I want to eat it after. But the colours and the history is just amazing. So if you look at all these spooky doors that we discovered in Wales, a bit of history around the Celtic Halloween tradition started in the 1600s. When the Normans invaded Britain in 1066, and everyone might know that as that familiar date, the Battle of Hastings, they brought their own traditions, including carving pumpkins. And that custom of carving pumpkins into lanterns was a popular crop in North America, and so they quickly became the preferred choice of carving lanterns over there too. As we go along, you can see I'm now using my paintbrush just to blend in those lovely colours, and I'm really enjoying that realistic pumpkin feel. I've got the inside all painted black, so when I put the light in at the end, it's really going to shine brightly through the windows, through the door, and through those beautiful little stars on the side. I got this from the range in the UK. It's such a lovely place to get traditional arts and crafts, and I couldn't resist doing a ceramic pumpkin. I haven't done one before. So Celtic Halloween, or Samhain, was a time to honour the dead and to mark the transition between summer and winter, and it came after harvest time, where they used to have lots and lots of pumpkins. It was believed that the veil between the living and the dead was thin on this Halloween night, allowing spirits to return to the world. So while we're moving away from turnips, which used to be the tradition of carving symbols into pumpkins to ward off evil spirits has endured, and today we're putting a modern spin on this tradition with a painted pumpkin tea light. So I hope you like it. I wanted to paint the bottom as well, and at the end you'll see the finished result. I'm going to varnish it as well. So in Wales, the haunted place that I chose today was Wells Cathedral. 4 spooky different things about Wells. Let's open the door to our spooky haunted place, Wells, Somerset, UK. So the first character was the spectre of the cathedral. This ghostly figure is said to haunt Wells Cathedral itself, particularly the cloisters, said to be the ghost of a monk who was murdered in the cathedral many years ago. Then you've got the phantom organist. This ghostly musician is said to haunt the Wells Cathedral again, and he's said to be the ghost of a former organist who died in the cathedral. Some people have reported hearing the organ playing by itself, even when there's no one there to play it. Ooh, I'm getting the shivers just thinking about that. 2 more figures. The Grey Lady of Wells, and this is one I've known about for a long time. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to go and have a look at Wells. Another ghostly figure that's said to haunt the Bishop's Palace in Wells is the Grey Lady, and she's often seen walking down the stairs or standing in the windows. She's said to be the ghost of a young woman who died in the palace many years ago. That's so sad. And then there's the Screaming Skull. This ghostly skull is said to haunt the Bishop's Palace. It's said to be the skull of a bishop who was murdered in the palace many years ago, and the skull is said to emit a blood-curdling scream whenever it's disturbed. Imagine that. Ooh. So as we come back to our jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, I'm using lime green to paint the leaves, and I wanted that bronze that was underneath to shine through a bit, because autumn is a time when things go back to the earth and die down, and some plants don't die down. See that budding holly next to that? You've got the shoots from the holly, and you've got the brown leaves that are going to fall off and go back down to the earth to give nutrition for that plant. And you just think about how nature just has this natural way of dying down, becoming dormant, while the nutrition goes back into the soil and gives it life to come back in the spring. And you think about our energy at this time of year. We're supposed to be quieter and to allow our energy to be renewed for the spring that's going to come. So I'll leave you with this music just for a little while, and I'll come back as this lantern comes to life. So here he is, my dried jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I've got a tea light inside and I switched the lights off. So I hope you've enjoyed this process today and it's inspired you to make something yourself. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining in today. And I just want to say thank you so much to the wonderful Anita who was before me. If you haven't seen her video, please check it out. And upcoming shortly is Angela from Angela Bliss Art. They're both amazingly talented and wonderful people. And I want to say thank you to every single person on this collab. It's been 3 days. Everyone's come together and created something amazing. And I'm so enjoying watching all of the creations. I'll put all of the details in the description and the comments below. And I'll put a list of all the people that are taking part. Thank you so much to the incredible Donna. You've been an amazing host and you've put so many hours into bringing this spooky celebration to life, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this talented community and to share some magic with you all. So thank you, Donna. You are amazing. Please check out the channels of all these amazing artists, and I would love to know if you celebrate Halloween or if you acknowledge it in any way, and what the history is in your country and what the history is in your family. So keep on creating. Don't forget your art as a piece of you. Thank you so much for being here, and if you've enjoyed it, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.